once again and introduce ourselves. Marilyn, would you start?
Marilyn Kramars.
Louise Williams.
Joanne Brinker.
Ginny D. Donato.
Mary Kunkel. Patty Byron.
And Jane Champagne.
Thank you, ladies.
Who's absent besides Ron? Annette?
Annette.
Yes.
That's right, Annette.
Yeah.
Do we know
Cello.
anything about Annette?
She's not coming.
Okay, we know that.
Yeah.
All right, Mary, would you read the minutes of the previous meeting,
Of
please?
course, I don't have them all.
All right.
Those are the minutes. I think I gave them all to you, Ginny. Do you have a copy there for me?
Sure.
I gave you all the ones I don't. Okay. Meeting November 18th, 2021.
22.
22.
21, I'm sorry.
21, I know, that's where I
21.
get confused
You did
too, with all
correct
these
it.
cycles and the dates.
Here's your corrected one, so you don't.
Thank you, that helps. Present, Ginny D. Donato, Ron Stahalik, Marilyn Kramars, Louise Williams, Jane Champagne, Patty Byron, Mary Kunkel. Absent, Annette Guyon. Meeting called to order at 10. Secretary's report read and accepted. The treasurer's report was read and accepted. Old business. We discussed programs carried over from 2019 for FY20. The following 2020 grants have been rescheduled to either 2021 or 2022. I Cannot Die But Once, requested by the Black Tavern. Strawberry Festival, requested by the Dudley Grange. Art Through the Ages, requested by Stephanie Latchua from the Dudley Charlton Regional High School. Those held in 2021 included All About Poets and Potters, requested by the Dudley Senior Center. We've had no response regarding Moon River, requested by the Dudley Senior Center. The Brown Box Theater program, Shakespeare in the Park, was canceled at the last minute due to COVID, and we were informed that it would not take place, leaving us with $400 in unencumbered funds. The following 2020 grants for FY21 that have been rescheduled to 2022 include the following. The Mark Chester poster exhibit. New business. Joanne and Ron were thanked for their work on the complicated treasurer's report. Our total funds for the state was $9,400. We also had a carryover of $400 in unencumbered funds from 2020, with a total of $9,800 to allocate. We then went through the 2021 grant applications for FY22 and awarded the following. And I don't have to read those. do I?
No, I don't. No, because everyone has them in front of
Everybody
them. Are
has
there any errors, omissions, or corrections? If not, I'll accept the motion to accept.
I second.
I'll second it.
Next, I would ask Joanne to give the treasurer's report in place of Ron.
Okay,
You all have it?
the forms, the report you have consists of the treasurer's report, and then
Okay, hold on.
I don't have one.
Okay, I didn't give you
the treasurer's report,
one.
and
Hold
then.
on one moment.
Okay.
Here's the treasury.
That's all right. No,
Do they
that's,
have
yeah.
these?
Give me it from there, please. And a group of the threes.
And then there's 3 sheets that's labeled grant tracking spreadsheet
Yeah,
for each
thank
fiscal
you.
year.
Got it? Just let me know what page we're on there.
Well, you're on the first page right now.
This is
Yeah,
it?
That's the
Okay.
report.
Thank
The
you.
report. The 3 other pages support your treasurer's report. You'll see later on. So the treasurer's report, this is consisting all transactions that were posted to the Cultural Council's ledger account with the town from July 1 through June 30th. We do not have the, June 30th is the closing of the fiscal year, so we do not have the final report for the end of the fiscal year. So
That makes sense.
This is not all the transactions yet for the end of the fiscal year.
Should be
That's
entered.
somebody's phone, no.
Oh, that's this one.
It's the town hall.
I know, I didn't mean somebody's a phone. No, don't answer.
Hello.
So the categories that's posted would be the interest that we received every month, the Mass Cultural Council allocation, the disbursements that we've made over the year, and administrative disbursement. And there's one that was to Maryland for the banner. And the end result, as you can see, as of the end of June, is a minus $1349.91. That's because our the grant posting, the grant funds for FY '22 did not get posted to our ledger, and it will be posted during the closing month here. So the last transaction you see, excuse me, is the grant award of $9,400. So our balance is really $8,050. That's what we have at the end, that's what we'll have at the end of the year.
Well, no, we still have grants to be completed.
Right, but our balance is
Our balance.
$8,050.
We still have
For the
that.
fiscal year, not the calendar year.
Fiscal year.
Okay,
Fiscal year.
gotcha.
Which is calendar also,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
fiscal, yeah. Now, the bottom category is a summary of the $8,050, what constitutes that. Excuse me. The first category is FY '21 allocation balance. It's, that was carried over into '22, and that event, it will be taking place in November, so that's still an expense out there that's going to be occurring. The next category is FY '22 allocation balance. That is $5,384 that we still have left to disperse for FY '22. And the next category is unencumbered balance. This is funds from 20 and 22 that are not going to be expensed at all, that we can add into 23's fund balance. So we'll have, whatever our award is for 23, we'll be able to add 1,000, what is that, 672 to the.
Isn't it 9,600 we're getting this year? I think I read that.
94 or something like that.
I thought I saw it somewhere, 9,600 was gonna be our allocation.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, I must have dreamt it then.
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen it. Have you
Is that
seen
in the
it?
paper?
I think I did, but I'm not
That was in the
sure.
paper, right?
I guess I saw,
I
read
think
it.
it was.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I
I
must
think
have
I did
seen it. I
too.
saw it somewhere. I don't think I made it up, but maybe I did.
I think I
No, I
did.
think I
Unless
saw
we
it.
had the same dream.
I don't remember seeing it from Ricky.
Not from Ricky, maybe, no. 'Cause
I think
don't
it might
get
have
that.
been in the Telegram.
I think it was in the Times.
Oh, maybe it was in the Times.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
then we have an admin balance of $144.90.
Yep.
So the three sheets you have here, you can look at to see what the events were, the amount that was issued to them, and the balance remaining, what constitutes our balance remaining to be expensed for this fiscal year. And 2020, we're finally finished with that. That is closed.
Good.
And there was $1,200 of that that was not expensed, so that's carrying over into '23. And in fiscal year '21, there's just the one event that's gonna take place in November, so then that will close out. So we'll just be dealing with FY '22.
Correct.
And that will be finished at the end of December. So for FY '23, you'll start out with a clean slate.
This is an incredible report. Does anyone have any questions? I can't tell
That's
you
great.
how complicated this
I
report
just
is.
answered all my
I can't
questions,
even-
all my questions.
And the tracking.
Right.
We got a call, we got an email about that negative 1341 balance from the treasurer, Deb Thibodeau. We got an email from her saying, you have a negative balance. Well, Ron and I were panicking a little, and then we looked into it, and in a couple of days found out they hadn't yet posted the 9,400. So, but I can't tell you how appreciative I have of the two of you coming together with this report. And this tracking, these tracking pages are wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So, barring any questions, I'll,
I just have one
Yep.
easy question. The one program that's left for 2021, do you know the name of it? Which one is it? Which one
yes,
is it?
it's Mark Chester's.
Oh, the posters.
Yeah,
It's the poster, it's gonna be throughout the month of November.
No, oh, November.
And it's the last item on the grant tracking sheet.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got a postscript.
I figured it would be on here, because
Yeah.
I refer to this a lot when I do
Do
my
you?
minutes after the meeting, yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's excellent, I love it.
It's excellent, okay.
I make a motion, we accept the treasurer's report.
Second,
Second.
Second, third, fourth.
all in
Wonderful.
favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you again. Next is, I don't know if you, Jerry, want to talk about any of the brochures or the publicity. You've put the brochures in a number of locations
Yes.
over the past year.
Yeah, I did. And, well, the usual locations, at the schools, which,
And
I
you
went to
went
all the schools
churches?
and had them put them in their mailboxes. The
And you did
churches, yeah.
Churches.
And the Book Lovers Gourmet and the library.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good too, good job, Mary.
But we have to work on publicity. I don't know how to tackle it, except we emphasize to our grantee that it's their responsibility. They haven't done a good job. For example, this afternoon, the ukulele. It did appear in the Crawford Library, okay, which is good, but that was it. And somehow, I think we're gonna make an effort to publish our grants next year, to publish upcoming grants, to figure out something about publicity.
Through the paper, is that what you're thinking?
Wherever we can do it.
How do you communicate in this little town? This is tough.
Well, you know, it used to be, the library is the one that would request these programs. So it would, you know, there would be a library program. But now these individuals are booking their programs at the library. And I don't see them when they publish the Pearl L. Crawford, you know, every week in the Times, she puts the events.
Right.
And they don't come up. And I think maybe we should talk to Drusilla and see if they could just put just put a, you know, that
That there's an
particular
adult
program
because everything is
sponsored by the
children's.
Dudley.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything is children.
Sponsored by
bad.
the Dudley Cultural Council, because I always look to see if our program's listed in there, and it never is, and then it dawned on me, it's not because the library asked for the grant, the individual applied for the grant.
Well, the individual hasn't done their part. I
Well,
did
some of
speak
them.
with Drusilla over the past year about seeing publicity, whether it's in the Yankee or that other weekly one, the
The
shopkeepers.
Yankee Express.
The shopkeepers or whatever that's called. And she said, they just don't always print what I give them.
Well,
'Cause
that's
she
probably
tries-
100%.
Yeah.
She tries to acknowledge the council, but, and sometimes they just drop the ball a little bit. But I'll give another example. Some of you have already seen this. When we went, we sponsored Art Through the Ages.
This was at the Art Festival.
Yeah, you can pass this along. At Shepherd Hill, I mean, that
Charlton
was a
had one of those on
past
each one of the tables.
sponsor. That was from a prior year, and it got carried over. But this is where we can publish something like Charlton Dudley.
They had a bunch of
Charlton
these on every
Council.
table that had artwork on it. They, you know, it's just to pick up. They
Oh.
were just sitting on the table so you could pick them up
Yeah.
and read.
I mean, if
It's a
you've
great
never
idea.
been to this show, it's a one-day show. There are probably
Thousands.
okay, of artwork from the young grades all the way to the seniors. And the seniors who are interested in art have some pretty decent
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. This is phenomenal.
More than decent.
The entire cafeteria, okay, and the entire gym. The
And
floor,
all-
and all the bleachers,
and
every
all the
single
bleachers.
bleacher had, I mean, there was
That's
just
awesome.
artwork everywhere. It was
If
incredible. It was,
If you
was
get
really
a
good.
chance.
Well,
to-
you know what, I'll be honest, I didn't even know about it, so there
I
you go.
didn't either.
I probably would've gone.
Well, I
don't know
know
what
they
I
have
was
that
doing
all
May
home-
6th, but I
home
probably
day.
would've gone. But how do you know about
Part
it?
of their old home day.
The only thing I could tell you is it's in the school, you know, they publicize it at school.
Well, yeah, but that goes home with the kids.
Exactly,
I
so you got
understand.
parents and grandparents.
But 1,000 kids did work, or however many. That means all those parents went up to see their
Yes,
kids'
that's
artwork.
right, which is
So the
great.
next time we do this, we gotta figure out how to get our own publicity out there. Now, this is We gave them 1,000, and if you notice, it's sponsored by Charlton and Dudley, and I think Malzer gave a grant. It's
Janet.
very expensive. And I asked questions about what are all the expenses about, and they're all, of course, very legitimate. But it's certainly worthwhile, and it's worthwhile for us to,
This is impressive.
it's a very impressive show, pamphlet, and I have to compliment Charlton.
Did you guys get this?
Council, well, they have one on the
I have
other
one,
side.
yeah.
Mary and I had both gone, as well as we went to the Len Cabral
Oh, yeah.
and at the Dudley Middle. Now, we do a lot with the Dudley Middle School, but the high school hasn't really reached out to us. So they may need to know more, I don't know.
Well, they got the brochures. They were supposed to
Yeah,
go out the
well,
mailboxes.
you
All the
know.
teachers supposedly got one. I gave them several.
One of the things for, okay, here's another sheet. I think it went along with the minutes. Do you see this sheet?
What's the title?
No.
No.
Let's see.
The title says, I sent this to the intern
I didn't get
for
it.
the town administrator.
I don't have it.
Oh, I just have disbursements.
Here. Take that.
Take that, we'll share
That's
this.
all right.
What's that one look like?
Well, here's another one. Who doesn't have this?
I've got it.
I don't.
I don't.
These are
All right, now
2022
come back.
events.
You have
No,
it.
you can keep
I
this one
don't.
now. There's-
All right.
find
Can you
another
share?
one.
Oh, of course.
Because I know I have it, but
That's
I
it.
somehow I,
Oh, no.
No,
I have it, I have it right here.
It was too.
Okay, give it back. We'll share and give this to Marilyn.
Oh, thank you, I got it.
We're sharing.
We were being very
Well,
polite.
I'm sure you were. I'll preface this with this young lady who's working for the town of Dudley as an intern on the website. Now, we have a new website. I had been preaching all last year about going to the website because I very dutifully put in all of the grants and the dates and some write-up and all of that. It wasn't a friendly website. I'm not sure it's any friendlier, but this girl has done everything in her power to try to help us. So I sent her this list, and if you go to the Dudley website, she's also working on the Dudley Facebook page. She's very responsible, she's very competent, she's wonderful to work with, except she'll be leaving early August to go back to college. I'm not sure who's gonna do what, okay. But what I tried to do for you guys was to list, these are the grants which are still scheduled. So we have, what was that, 5,000 or something?
Yeah.
And that's where it's coming from, and, or going to, I should say. Don't have a specific date on the J. Mankita, but we do have the 2 Grange. Now, I gotta tell you, if you haven't been to those concerts, I call it Saturday night in New England. Because it is so New England.
Yeah.
You know, well,
Quaint.
maybe it's all over the country where you bring your lawn chair,
Yep.
and these 2 bands,
Bring some drinks.
you can bring whatever you want. I think they even sell refreshments
I think
there.
they sell chips and
They
soft drinks
they
and
had
water.
soft drinks and they had a baked table.
Oh, they
Oh,
did?
were
okay.
raising
I didn't
funds,
remember
yes.
that. I didn't know
Some very
to-
nice baked goods,
to
very
the,
nice.
well, we sponsor at the Strawberry Festival too. And those pickers are pretty incredible. But anyway, there it is. There's some information for you to share and talk about. Because anybody in town you talk about, they don't know anything about the Dudley Cultural Council. They don't know anything about Mass. Well, they should, because Mass gets a lot of publicity and a lot of funds.
Nobody gets the paper. Nobody looks at anything. These people don't do that unless you send them an email or
Right.
publish it on Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
Forget it.
You
They
know-
don't know about it.
Well, first of all,
I read
just,
the
do you know that
Times.
have the name, the intern's name? Do you know her name?
Olivia. Her
Olivia?
name is Olivia, Antonson.
Okay. Now,
Is
the
she a
other.
Dudley native?
I'm sorry.
Is she a Dudley native?
I honestly don't know. I know, I don't know.
I like the look of the website, quite frankly.
Yeah, you should at
It's
least
nice.
go on.
I
the-
have-
she-
I've
she's
seen
made-
it.
She's
When I
made
pay
it,
bills and stuff.
I'm sorry?
When you pay your bill, you have, that's where you get the website right off that homepage for the town of Dudley. Am I in the right spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you've looked at it recently, when
Yeah,
did?
well,
Yeah.
when did I pay my water bill? 2 weeks ago. 3
Oh,
weeks.
okay.
Yeah, it's been up. Now, the other thing about the publicity is, I know you've heard me say this many times about going to the selectmen, and I haven't, but I'm thinking now, maybe if a few of us went and try to get another message board by the fire station. The Dudley message board, the library message board is down.
Yeah, it has
They
been.
took away the one at the town hall, and this one here is just not good.
It's in a bad
It-
spot.
It's in a bad spot, and
Well,
it's too
terrible
fancy,
spot.
it's too much, it's too much on it, and the color.
No,
with
you
the
can't
color-
read it when you
it's
go
beau-
by.
It's beautiful, but I mean, you can't get the entire message
No.
just by driving by.
No.
You're right, Mary. I
And,
agree.
in fact, I should check with Michelle again. Michelle said she was gonna check to find out what happened to the message board that used to be in front of the fire station.
Yeah, that one was in a good spot because you had a red light.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
slow
it
down.
stopped you.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was
You're on
good.
West Main
Yeah,
Street, you're
and,
moving.
you know, and we put stuff there. I used to put stuff there and at the library.
I wonder, maybe they
We
didn't
lost
want to be
both, we
bothered with
lost
it?
both of those.
I don't know. I know we did use that fire station one, but
Yeah, and the
let's,
library one
let's
too.
stop on when we're finished here
Yeah.
today. We
Um,
can at least pose the question.
You're right about
because-
the newspaper, not everybody gets the paper, and if they do, they probably don't read it.
Mhm.
The only other thing I can think of is stuffing mailboxes. And-
Well, if you
Door to
pay for
door.
that paper, you're gonna read it.
Or under windshield.
Because it costs enough.
Yeah.
I did skip. Anything else, Mayor? Wait.
No,
I
that's
think
it.
we
for
also-
I agree, though, publicity, that's why I would kinda like to get a photo, because we're not all here again, but, you know, that maybe.
Were you
excuse me,
planning a
Mary.
photo today? Remember what?
Well,
we
I had
emailed?
said if everyone's here, you know, all members
Well,
of the council.
We could
put
just say
absent, yeah,
absent.
absent.
I mean, I would take the photo anyway when
Yeah.
we're done, if you
Well, I-
can.
Yeah,
Oh, I have my phone.
Okay,
All right.
and then you'd have to probably email it to me, and
I
I
will.
gotta find out where to email it.
Let's at
to.
least get one. And then if we get a better one, that's better. Marilyn, you were saying.
I was just gonna mention the Webster Times again, because nobody pays for that. You get it in your mail. You get a
Free.
chance that somebody might pick it up and read it. But are they hard to work with? They used to be difficult.
I think you found
Well,
a new,
I found where to
outlet
send
there.
outlets, but now I need an email address, because to send, I can't send a photo. Or I suppose I could print out the photo and send it with my report, you know, my
Well,
little
we'll get an
news item,
email
and then
address.
have him, I don't know who it is, it's just a post office box, it's the address I finally got, so that the stuff that I wanted published is published.
Yeah.
But
Again, the deferring to the Dudley
Yeah.
Women's Club, they get all kinds of
Who is,
photos.
who is
every
your
week.
publicity person? Is there a person I could talk to?
Yeah, actually, it's the girl right on here that did this beautiful program, Debbie LaPlaca.
Oh, okay, is there a phone number or anything?
It doesn't have a phone number.
Well, you
Look-
could probably look around. You're gonna get that back anyway,
Mhm.
aren't
Yeah,
you,
that's
Mary?
mine, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yours
Now,
is here.
now who's Ashley? You mentioned
Yours is
an
there.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Did you
I
just
don't
say
really
Ashley?
need-
No, Debbie LaPlaca.
All right, and she's your publicity chair?
Mhm.
Okay.
Didn't she work for the Webster Times?
Yeah, she takes pictures, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
She-
she's the one
Oh,
who
well,
takes
maybe
the
she'd come,
pictures.
maybe,
She
well,
is-
maybe if we could
I know
get
she,
her to
she has an
contact-
in with the Webster Times,
To get a
Debbie
picture.
LaPlaca does.
Well,
you
if she
have
used to work for them, why
Yeah.
wouldn't she? Yes.
Who knows how she left?
All right.
I mean, it got ugly between me and the people I was talking to at
Yeah,
the
it
Times
was-
office, because they were charging us. They said it was gonna be $43.17.
Yeah, but in fairness, you were talking to the salespeople.
I talked to everybody. I talked to
Oh.
the editor and the chief. I called the editor's office. I talked to everybody that was in that building. And then I found out You know how I found out? I think Ron is the one that told me.
Oh,
For
okay.
some group he belongs to, you send it to this post office box in Dudley. No name, just P.O. box, and it's events, calendar events. You have to put
Okay.
calendar events. But maybe she would this person could come and take a picture of us.
Okay,
Maybe at our fall meeting, when we meet again.
sure.
It'd be
'Cause
nice if
that's
we
when
could get
we'll-
it before the
I mean,
grant
ask her if she'd be
applications go
willing
out.
to,
That would be nice.
I'm sorry?
If we could get it, I'm sorry, my mind is churning with all kinds of stuff and out of my mouth it comes. It would be nice if the picture could be in the Times before we start advertising it's time to apply for grants. That would be
Well,
up
yeah.
front. Here it is.
Yeah.
But I haven't anticipated a scheduled meeting. Why would we meet?
Well, I know it would have to be a special meeting or a special get-together for 10 minutes.
Or just if we could just get together, even outside.
Yeah.
Even outside,
It
just,
takes,
you
we
know,
all live
okay,
in town
well.
unless we're away.
send some, find out if this, what's her name, Debbie?
Debbie.
Would be
Black.
willing to do that for us.
I
Just-
can
just
email
come
her.
And take a
Sure.
photo.
I'll email her.
Yeah, or have her, contact me. You have
Okay,
my,
Mary.
you have my information.
I do, Mary,
Okay.
thank you.
Great.
All right, thanks. I think I skipped that, and I mentioned the new platform, the application dates. September 1 to October 17th.
Yeah, I thought they changed.
Well, I think because the 15th is a Saturday.
So is
it's
that
not-
just for this year? That's just for this year?
Everything is for this year.
Just for
We
the
can
year, okay.
change all the
So
time.
September 1 to October 15th, is that what you just?
October 17th.
Okay,
And that is on our website.
okay.
On the Dudley website. Well, that's a little annoying. Now, local priorities. Before we get into, well, I guess we can get into priorities. Do you see that?
Yep.
I don't know what I do with mine now.
This is what's on the webpage you're talking about, right? It's on the website, that priority where you can check them out. Is that what you're talking about, reviewing
Yeah.
those? Okay, just want to know where you're at, okay.
I don't know if did she put our priorities? You have to go to Mass.
That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
all right, yes. Now, these are our FY '22 priorities, which they wiped out because they expect us to do new priorities. So I said, but I found them anyway. Let's just take a look at them. Mary, would you like to read the, yeah,
I'm hoping we have the same thing.
yeah, well, we
All
don't.
right.
This is from the website. Does everybody have the priorities? Okay.
Okay. Is this, we're starting up here. Oh, wow, you got a lot here. Okay. You want me to read this whole thing?
Yeah, in addition to state
All right,
criteria.
in addition to state criteria, applications will be evaluated using the following review criteria. Applicants must secure a venue and submit a written commitment of location with the online application. For FY '22 grants, the program must take place within the 2022 calendar year. We give priority to programs that will benefit many residents rather than a few. We give priority to artists, performers, and presenters from our community who meet the state and local guidelines. We may choose to partially fund many projects rather than fully fund a few. We may choose to limit the number of applications that may be funded by one individual or group, depending on the amount of our allocation for each cycle. According to our community input, we will give priority to programs in the following order of preference. Programs that are geared to families, programs that are geared to senior citizens, programs that are presented as concerts, lectures, or artistic cultural events.
Okay. You can just read yourselves, the rest of it. Now, this was updated, if you notice, in August of last year for our 2022 priorities. We have to do the same for our 2023. What I would ask off the top of your head, anybody have any additions or issues with the priority? Oh, you don't have one, Marilyn?
No, it's okay, I'm fine. Okay, thank you.
So,
Now,
go ahead.
All right, well, we just have council priorities and council guidelines.
Yeah, we don't,
We should put that
We-
whole thing probably on the brochure, in the brochure. I'm thinking about the brochure right now and the website,
Okay.
obviously.
what she does, what she did, if you go to the website, is she has a site that if you're interested in this, boom, hit this.
A link to Mass
Yeah, a
Cultural
link
Council.
to the Mass Cultural. I don't know of any, I do wanna say one thing though, Marilyn,
Yeah.
you mentioned something about it's only about kids. The library has Rona Leventhal
In October, October 27th.
right.
And she's a storyteller.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
adults,
Yes.
she's for adults.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it says we give priorities that will benefit many residents, and then the next line says we give priorities to other people who are from our community. Oh, okay, never mind, I think that's all right. I was thinking it was redundant, but I guess it isn't. We may choose to limit the number of.
The only thing is, when we go through we'll do the process the same. Now, the grants close on the 17th. We get a panel book. The process now is much better because the panel book is right there on our link at Mass Cultural Council. And then I ask Michelle to print them all out and make a couple of different copies so we can divide them. The panel book, I think, takes a little bit of time to get prepared, because they have to go through everything. They go through all of the applications and present a panel book to us. I think there may be some that I don't know what they do. We only see the panel book. They could eliminate some of those.
Do we need to know that?
No, I don't think we need to know that, we just need to know the panel.
Okay.
Well, I
And-
think that the applicants would know because they would get something from the
Yes,
state
right.
right away,
Yeah.
that they've been
Well, that
rejected.
eliminates a step that we would have to take too.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. Everything is done, it was easy because
It's
last
streamlined.
year, when we did the acceptance, and I can't remember everything right now, anyway, the rejections went out via email automatically or something. I don't remember now, that was too long, that was almost a year ago. But it's a lot easier than it was.
That's good.
The only thing is, last year, because of the pandemic, we didn't have a lot of applications. We just funded everything, and we funded it fully. This year, hoping we get more, we need to consider partial funding. And then there was one I wanted to point out, that the applicant charged us $35 for an administration fee for writing the application.
Oh.
What was that?
Rona. I'm pretty sure it was Rona Leventhal. And I didn't catch it until I was going through a lot of these after the fact. And I thought, okay, let's be a little careful. We're not giving them $35 anything for a fee to write the application. That's all.
It was almost like a smart guy kind of comment, really. That she had to fill out an application for
Well,
something.
have you checked out these applications? I mean,
They are
they're a
complex,
pain.
I
They
know.
are a
Yeah,
pain to
yeah,
fill
I
out,
hear you.
but. you
Yeah,
know,
but they're a
some
lot
people
easier
are-
online.
Well, right, true, but, you're asking for a lot of money, we're not gonna make it too easy.
I'm considering the next meeting could take place early November. That gives the panel, I'm gonna be away until the 23rd of October anyway. Well, for about 7 or 8 days, done. So, does that work?
From now until October, you're gonna be gone?
No, I said for 7 or 8 days before the 23rd. I'm gonna be gone from the 14th of October to the 23rd.
All right. I'm just trying to think of, well, hopefully I'll talk to this Debbie LaPlaca, and I'll send emails out to see if we can get everybody together for 10 minutes to have her
Okay.
snap a photo.
That
So
sounds great.
Before, like probably, I was thinking August, like that publicity thing we're working on, you know, like maybe in mid-August,
Yeah, I
put it
think
in
November might
mid-August,
be
and then say,
late.
plus then we can say applications will start being
Yeah,
accepted.
that sounds good.
Yada, yada, yada.
I like that better too,
Now,
Mary.
now, we also have, I think we have to do a survey this year.
Wasn't there, where did I see a
I
survey?
thought we were doing one.
We did one online or something.
Yeah, that was about 3 years ago.
We did, I filled out a survey online about
I
what
thought-
we liked
Yeah, I
and
thought I
whether.
did that.
But that was online, and that was about 3 years ago.
No, it was about 2 weeks ago.
What?
Oh, no, I thought I did mine last year.
Mine was a questionnaire that, and I thought to myself, why did they send, it came to the Dudley Cultural Council, and I filled it out.
Oh, you got one from Mass.
Probably.
They want our local
I understand
survey.
that, but I'm thinking that if we're gonna do this online, then we have to do it go out and solicit from people at events like we usually do.
Well, first of all, the online was done by that first person who was involved with the website. I mean, we have a whole new platform now. Remember when they changed the old website and gave us a new platform? I had to learn that. I forgot his name. Do you?
John Breyer.
Yep, Breyer.
Okay.
He put that survey for us online. He did all the addition and correlation, you know, of categorizing, okay, this is what people liked, didn't like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But that was 3 years ago,
Longer, I thought.
probably. I mean, what I'm saying is, we're due for a survey, so I guess we'll have to think about how to handle
There's
this.
elections.
Yeah, and
November,
remember,
the beginning of
when,
November.
I mean, we have the same survey, we can use the same survey.
Right, yeah.
Didn't
But-
we have a problem though with the election? They said it was too crowded for us to have a table.
She didn't let us inside.
Well,
but
if it's nice, you could be outside, but this is New England.
She made us.
What
night-
about that
nights
what about
outside.
just, yeah, but that'd be a
This
bad
time was
spot.
really crowded. Now we have another precinct. That one I voted at a couple of weeks ago.
I know, they
so-
moved us up to the 3rd floor. We said, what did we do wrong?
Well, we can ask.
I worked on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, watch
Right,
yourself.
that's right. You should
It
have
was
said, you have
nice
a
up
familiar face.
So there's really no rule. I mean, I wish there were, because that would be ideal.
Now, why did they not let us? Was it just that one time? or was it-
I
don't
thought
know.
it was just that one time, because previously we had.
Yeah.
Now, that may have been a presidential,
I think it was.
Yeah,
I think it
Okay.
was one that was extremely.
and so that was
crowded.
a while ago.
you would have had plenty of space this time.
This
yeah.
time,
Oh, I
well,
don't
this
know.
time, yeah, but this time it's midterm elections.
Yeah.
So
And I don't
still
think the
get-
turnout.
But you still get 500 people, I think.
Oh, it would be great.
It'd be worth
if
it.
does
It's
somebody
worth a
wanna-
shot, you
If
know.
we get the survey paperwork, paper survey, who wants to volunteer to be here?
I'll work it, depending on what it
Marilyn,
is.
Mary?
I'll work,
Okay.
yeah.
We only have one morning of, well, it's an all day, and I'll go too.
And there are prime times that would be good
Yeah.
for going. not-
Yeah, we don't
not
have to
all
be
day.
there all day, you're right.
Yeah.
Was that the same, where we would signed up for time and we went like every 2 hours, we shifted? I remember doing that. Was that for this?
I think it was for the survey.
But it was inside.
What else would it was inside at one time.
Yes,
She
yeah, that-
only,
okay, well, Monday.
she only denied us that other time.
That, okay.
And that
But
was
it's
for a presidential
crowded.
election,
There's
because
tables.
I remember there was, there were a lot of people. Because I came up with the idea, of course, it's because people were waiting, was if we could put up a board with, what people would like to see, and just
Yeah.
have them put a check mark,
That would
while
be
you're
faster.
waiting there, just check something off, and, that'd be easy, rather than have them fill out, stop and fill out a little sheet, but, okay.
Yeah, just
Ginny,
stop.
you can throw me in the mix too. I'll come.
Okay, Jane.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank
how
you.
else could you'd have to stop them and
Well,
say,
what
could you
pro-
read
what-
our
what
board, or is it
programs-
easier to hand a piece of paper?
Well, we were at a table.
Yeah,
We were
right.
at a table.
Yeah.
And in fact, Braniff was selling, Dudley, they were selling the town book, was it the town book or the cards?
The
They
Historical
just- this
Society
was-
was doing something too, as
Maybe
I
that was it,
remember.
yeah, because he was involved
Yeah.
in that. But what programs, we still have some programs left, right, for this?
Yeah,
know,
you
what's-
have a list of them.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to think of which and where, maybe we should have some.
Oh, you mean, oh,
Those?
all right,
I
I
have
gotcha.
it, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm working on.
Yeah, the library, I'm going this afternoon. Did anybody sign up for ukulele?
I was gonna sign up, and I went to the library to drop off the banner, and these two teenage girls are at the desk.
Oh,
Like,
and you
they'd
didn't-
never been in the library before. Well, how long can I have the book, and, well, do I, what do I have?
So you didn't have
So
half a day?
I scooted in front of them, I gave it to the lady, I said, this is for tomorrow.
Oh, so you're going?
I didn't sign, no, I didn't put my name in. I'll check, what time is it, 1?
1 o'clock.
All right, I might go down.
I always
See
wanted
if
to
there's
play
any
the
room.
ukulele.
You did? That was on your bucket list?
Yes, it was, and at one time, I tried to play, 6-string picking.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I don't think I could with my
So you're
fingers, plus my
experienced.
nails.
No, at one, I never could play Cripple Creek through straight without an error. And then this young friend, a son of a friend, said, well, let me take that and I'll redo all your strings and all, and I never got it back.
Oh, boy.
How many people are they accepting for this ukulele?
That when I called, there were 4 more left. I don't, whatever
Okay.
she has,
You don't
I
have
don't
the
think it
total?
matters if you have your own ukulele. I don't.
No, I'm just thinking
I'm
that
sure
maybe.
every
Yeah.
home has a ukulele sitting in a
I don't
closet
have one.
someplace.
I don't even. All right, let's pick the date.
Okay, what are we
Louise
doing?
has to leave promptly at 11, so let's pick the date for our next meeting.
Just, what about leaving I wonder how the library would feel about us leaving these questionnaires in that Stephen Lewis, in that room, Fell's
That's-
room.
Yeah, Fells, yeah.
And just left them there, and then they could pick them up and say, okay, I'm gonna fill out. Nobody would have to sit
Well,
with them.
Chester is going to be the whole month of November. So that's a good point, Marilyn.
And maybe have a little box for them to
Yeah.
drop them in so that they
And a
fill
little-
them right then and there.
Little
rather than-
poster that says,
But being-
please,
yeah.
you know,
Take
Please,
our
please
survey.
pay attention.
pay attention, do something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I wonder if we could do something like that, like, where I put the brochures, not, like, even at the schools. If they'd let us put a little take our survey sign with some
And then
sheets.
just drop it in?
Yeah, with
Surveys
some-
you drop in, usually in little things,
Yeah.
boxes, when you
Yeah.
do a survey. But we have to make up the boxes, but that's not hard, we get a box a day from Amazon, all
Right.
of us. So we got plenty of boxes.
Okay.
Okay. Again,
I just wanna know, do you have a new website, access code? Has that been issued yet?
oh, you don't do that.
Yeah,
You
well,
mean for Mass Cultural
Yeah.
Council? You have to sign up your own profile.
I've never done that.
Well, then you can't get on the Mass Cultural Council.
Oh, all right, I'll look it up, I'll see.
Yeah, you have to create your own profile.
And I'm not good with technology.
I will figure it out.
You got your calendar open.
Yeah.
What's the first Thursday in November, Ed? Is that,
The first Thursday is the 3rd.
is that good?
That's good for me.
It's right after Labor Day.
Labor Day, that's September,
Oh,
isn't
I'm
it?
September, I'm sorry, what month did you say?
November 3rd.
Oh, November.
Well, I guess if.
November 3rd is
We
fine,
need a
but
meeting before that. What are we
For
talking
what?
about? We talking about the meeting, or are we talking about
We're
something?
talking about the next meeting.
and then, that's not gonna be a grant meeting.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
but we need
hoping
one before
for.
that. We
Okay,
usually have
don't
one
we,
in
we usually
September.
have one the end of
Don't
September.
we have one in September?
Why? For what?
I don't know,
Look
just
at
to
your
kind of,
notes.
regroup.
So
it's
you'll
up to-
leave, you'll leave our panel books in the mailbox and we'll just swing by and pick up our books and we'll be ready to go.
Oh, yeah, you'll all get emails and
Yeah,
everything about it,
okay.
but yeah, I would leave, unless if you think we need a meeting, or if a need for a meeting comes up, I'll be emailing you guys. But aside from that, we could spend the time, I mean, give this a thought process while you're not in the meeting, to how we can improve, what we need to do, all
Well,
of that.
we're doing these things like getting in touch with Mrs. Parker, we're talking about survey boxes.
Yeah.
You don't think we need to discuss how we're doing with that?
Okay.
And do we need any
Fine.
help?
Pick a date.
Okay. Plus we-
September?
Plus
I
we've
don't
got
know,
a
am I
new-
right or wrong?
Yeah,
You're never wrong,
plus there's
Marilyn.
a
I
new
know.
slate now, because
It gets
Joanne's
heavy.
back on.
The crown gets
Oh,
real
that's
heavy.
the other thing we were gonna be said, there's 5 people leaving in 2024.
Oh, thank you, I did have that on
Yeah.
here. I guess I must have
That's
conscious.
a big, that's kind of a big.
Next year's gonna be kind of a big deal. Joanne will be coming back as a member, and we need a chairperson or persons and a secretary. Ron will come back as treasurer.
Maybe Ron wants to be chairperson. You could,
I don't think that'd be fair, but even if he wants, you can always ask him. So that's something to think about. When you look at the website, you see the dates, our members, and our end dates, if you will.
well, it's on the agenda for today, consideration for slate of offices, but we didn't do that.
I forgot it.
Well, that's what we're doing now.
We're
Okay,
doing that
good.
now.
Because in 2024, you're gonna be losing 5 members. so-
2023, oh,
No,
no,
24.
yeah, but we're losing you and me
Right,
next year.
Next year,
That's gonna be heavy.
right. But
And then
we
2024.
should try to pick up somebody, not all this year, but for next year, but one
In
or
general,
two
we need more members.
year after year, so all these termination dates
think-
kind of are more staggered.
That, I think if you talk to your friends and people you run into about the council, people, I mean, I mentioned it to Jane, and she's an art person. Picked right up on it.
I've done, Jenny, over the years, I've been on this council for a lot
I
of
know,
years.
honey.
And it isn't easy.
No, it's
You
not.
can
Well,
see-
first of all, everybody's so busy anyway.
Well, the selling point is it's usually just 3 meetings a year ordinarily.
Except that those 2 seats that you're sitting in, and that one that Joanne is
Yeah.
graciously gonna
Well,
take
the sec-
over.
No,
those
she's
are
not
ki-
taking over treasurer.
Oh, well,
Ron's
Joanne-
gonna stay as
What
treasurer.
else do you wanna do?
Nothing. Oh, it should be chair?
She'll be a chair.
Well, how
No.
about, wait, hold on. How about the consideration of co-chair?
We used to have that.
That's what Marilyn and
I did that with
Yeah.
Denise
Yeah,
for a
Marilyn
year.
and I did it a
And
couple of times.
Denise
Oh,
did
yes.
everything, but I was trying to pay attention, and then at the end of the year, we got together and she, gave me all the lowdown. And then we ran into the pandemic,
Which changed the world.
which changed
Well,
everything.
I don't think going forward, I shouldn't say this, but it can't be as bad as it's been the last 3 years.
bite your
I
I
hope
mean,
not.
this was like, usually these
Well,
are
the
piece of cake meetings,
confusion
you
of,
know, boom, boom, boom.
still these people,
It's not their fault.
it's not their fault, right?
We have
So-
had meetings in August, Ginny. I've got August meetings.
I'll meet whenever, I don't wanna put a burden on you guys, that's why I thought, only mandatory meetings, but works for me.
So you guys are done June of next year,
Yes.
23. Mine is 24.
Yeah, and
Finally.
you and
Do you
how
know-
many others?
Oh, I don't even
Yeah.
know that.
In 2024, Jane is up. But you can
But
re-up,
Jane could
right?
re-up.
You can re-up, right, if she chooses.
Yeah.
Annette, I don't know, Annette hasn't been present for a couple
No,
of
Annette may
meetings.
have, I don't know, can't speak for her.
Marilyn,
Yep.
yeah. Now, can you re-up?
Are you done, or can,
I
have
think
to-
finally, but in
she
my.
can re-up,
No, I can't. This is my
No, this
second.
is her, remember we went through
but I,
this.
but I
It's her
thought,
second term.
It says
Yeah, I
24
know.
on my card.
okay.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you know what? I was in
Well-
such a blur last year, I didn't even know my own name, and I think everybody knows why I'm forgiven, but I do not remember being sworn in again. I do not remember going to the town clerk. I do not remember any of that until you called me or emailed me, and I actually took my card out, so
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you
Actually,
want.
Ron and Louise can re-up. This is your first term,
Yep.
and it's Ron's first term. I can't re-up.
Right.
I need to take a year off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak.
Patty, this
Peggy.
is your second term. so
Peggy, you have Peggy.
But you have,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Patty.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
there's,
of her too.
there's
Yeah.
quite a
She
few in
said she'd do
You're
it, but I don't know what she
24.
has to do.
You're done, you're done.
She has
as
to
of
write a letter to.
This year, can you
Oh, yeah,
re-up?
there's a
I don't know.
simple,
Is this your second term or your first term?
The
I don't know.
admin's gonna be July.
Do you have your card in your
you
wallet
have
by
your card?
No, I don't
chance?
have it in
Put
my
it on
wallet, I
the-
have it at home.
Selectmen's.
The
agenda for you?
Maybe
Oh,
Michelle
yeah,
can tell
but I
us.
don't have to go.
Ginny,
Check
what
us out, give me a call.
what
Yes,
does
I
Peggy
will.
have to
I
do?
mean,
Write a letter to
I mean,
the
it's up to you if you
selectmen?
wanna re-up for another year.
Yeah.
After your
Peggy
second
who?
term, you have to
Makuga.
take a year
Jim.
off.
Oh, is she
I knew
gonna,
that.
thinking?
I contacted her, but I
think
didn't.
yes.
I
I think
You
there
know
was a
what? I
question
couldn't
about
even
whether you-
find
remember
my
did I
letter.
send you a
I
memo?
have-
Go to
I have
the,
what
you
I
have to go to
sent
the
to
town
Oh, and I
hall,
had
and you
gone
said I
before I went to
already.
Minnesota.
Okay,
I
yeah,
sent an
yeah,
email
I
to
went, so that
Michelle.
was for your
Okay.
second
It's
term,
such
I
a
think.
simple
Must be.
little
You wanna
one
email
statement.
it? You wanna just email it to me?
Here,
And
why
then I'll
don't you
email it.
write your email address there? And I can do that,
Okay,
okay? It's just a,
that's right, you brought up Peggy's,
yeah.
Well, things have been crazy too, so.
I had a question way back when, and now I totally lost it.
I apologize for
L-O-U-D-R-I-A
jumping around on an
8569,
agenda that I,
okay. Excellent.
You didn't jump around, you just missed that one. I thought it was accidentally on purpose.
well, not really, not really.
Okay.
All right,
What are some of the questions we'd like on this survey? Because I'll work on something to print up that I can print
Well,
out
we
on.
have last year's,
on-
the
we
last
do?
survey, I have a copy of that.
All right,
And
That
then we
covers
can
everything.
add to it.
That
Yeah.
covers everything. It's just, you know, you want more for family. The other thing might be interesting, if it has it, is a time of day. Is there a time of day that you prefer? Would you like a morning, or would you like a weekend, or would you like evening? I don't know if that's on there. That would be my only thing to add. I'm looking
So
at,
we don't have another date.
I'm
in-
looking at the 29th of September, and I don't even know why. Oh, wait a second.
I would like to make a motion, we have a September meeting.
Okay, you
Just
don't
to
have to
read-
make a
just
I
motion
second the
now.
motion,
just
we
to
need to, I
All right,
can't do
pick a
the
date.
end of September, but,
Pick a date, lady. Louise has her calendar out.
I have mine as well.
Okay.
I have so many
Well,
appointments.
September 29th, and then I had picked November 3rd, so. Is that
That's too
cast
far
in
out.
stone?
Huh?
November
I-
3rd?
November is too far out, it has to be earlier.
No,
than
no,
that.
for the grants.
Okay, all right. So let's make that firm then. The grant meeting will be at 10 o'clock on the 3rd of November?
Right.
Okay.
Got that, Ted? Whatever. He said, come on, girls, finish up.
I know, I'm trying.
And that's 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, the 15th of September? Very early.
I'm pretty much free, I mean, things come up, but, you know,
I don't have my schedule here, but I can't imagine that it's not okay.
How does,
I have
I'm
to
good
bring
with the
up
15th.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
The, admin fund, if you want that increase this year.
oh, that was my
You gotta keep that
question.
in mind, because there's a deadline for the report that it has
Oh,
to
when
appear in.
you're doing the
Yeah.
report, okay.
We're
So
gonna
if you
print-
don't discuss it today,
Yeah,
you've
if we're
gotta
gonna print up
discuss
little
it
things like
sooner.
that for the art show and stuff. We'll probably need more than what we have in the,
If you're gonna do the
Well,
advertising,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
so wait a second, we have to put it on the new, when we do the new grants, in November, or before then?
Long before then. I don't know the dates of the
Where would we
reporting.
get the extra money
I know, that's
from?
what I'm
Well,
wondering.
the extra money comes from the 23 grant
Yeah.
fund.
we
Oh,
keep it
okay.
out, we
Yeah,
keep so
but you
much
have
out.
to tell,
Right.
you have to tell Mass Cultural Council the dollar or the percentage you want to withhold from that money in a special report that's submitted to Mass. And I
It's a
don't know the
special
deadline.
report now?
Well, it's a financial report.
No, there's
It's-
always been that report.
Yeah, it's
hasn't
always
it?
been that
okay.
report, but you have to know the dollar amount when that report is submitted.
So we have 144 in there now.
Right, and you can reserve up to 5% of the grant funds.
Since we know that the grant funds are a set amount, we know how much to reserve, we could
Well, we're
make
not
it-
gonna reserve over $400.
No, but printing is expensive, Ginny. You're not gonna get somebody to put it on a piece of paper or colored paper and hand it out. If you're gonna do a brochure, it's gonna be expensive.
And, you
Well,
know, that
Mary
could have
does a
been,
brochure, and I'll bring it over here and copy it on the machine,
Okay, well, I'm just opening.
yeah.
you mean, it's in lieu of something like that? I mean, that could
Oh,
have
well,
been,
that's different.
well, that's what we're talking
Oh,
about. If we
okay,
wanna do
sorry.
something like that, you know.
You wanna go to
unless-
200 or 250?
I don't know how much those cost. I have no idea.
I have no
How many are
idea.
you gonna print? 1,000, 500, 250?
Say where it was printed?
This is
Probably
that, this
Karen
is,
Graphics.
we don't know enough to make a
That's-
decision
yeah, we
right
don't
now.
know.
But
That's on the way to Southbridge.
Yeah, they're very good.
They are good.
Is that the on the left on the curve?
You have to
No,
go.
it's, you
off
have
of
to know where you're
131,
going.
yeah, you
It's
go
like the
down-
first left when
It's
you
by the
cross
old
over
mill.
20,
You
over
is it-
31.
Yeah, they're excellent. This could be-
Well, that's what I was
What's the name
wondering
of that?
about. No,
Karen.
this is
Karen.
not date
Karen
sensitive.
Karen
So this could be
Graphics.
used for
Karen
5 years
Graphics.
potentially. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And somebody could have donated, somebody could have printed those out gratis.
Yeah, they could have.
I just don't feel, I don't have faith today that anything is gonna be free.
No, I understand.
It's just everything.
I think
wanna
if we're gonna
go
do
to
it, I'd
we
like
have
to do
to
it
pick a
n-
number.
nicely,
Yeah, I think
you
we
know,
do.
like
So
that.
So
I
let's
don't-
pick a number. Anybody have a suggestion?
I'm gonna say like 350 or round it out to 500.
For
This
admin
144, round it out to
So
500.
it's pretty much, almost, that's more than doubling what we
Well,
have.
if we don't use it, we won't ever take it again for the next 10 years. We won't have to.
True.
It's only gonna sit there.
Or 400.
We have money left over, we got $1,200 left over from this budget that are unencumbered because they're not gonna be, so
When
why
you say
can't?
unencumbered, could
Yeah,
that
that's
money?
it, not that.
Not that, no, that's.
The admin category
No,
is
for
the
the
only,
admin.
that's the only thing you can use that for, is the admin amount.
Understood, but the
Okay.
unencumbered is gonna go into 2023, and that's,
It is, but your 5% or whatever is from the 90, or whatever is
Whatever
awarded
is
for
the
the.
It's
amount.
off that total.
what
No,
I'm asking.
Whatever for
So let's
23
just
grand.
assume it's 9,000, so now we're at 10,200.
Yeah. or
So
the
we
other
could
thing-
theoretically, because of the unencumbered, think about, well, technically we're taking from that.
Right, or you could just say a percentage, and so
Well,
whatever
what
your grant
percentage-
award is.
What
the
percentage did we take? Do you remember? What percentage did we use?
Oh,
It's,
You know,
We did,
We
we just
haven't-
said
we haven't
we need
withheld for
$35 for
years.
stamps.
We haven't
So-
withheld
yeah,
for
we
years.
did.
Okay.
So you could just say 5% of whatever.
yeah, I think that's
And then
too
when we know the
much.
amount, we calculate what it is.
Well, we
Let's
don't
go
know
with
how much
$400. That, how about 400?
Yeah, that's fine.
And-
It's 4 and 1 is
Providing
fine.
we have, providing that's not more than 5% of the grant award.
Well, 5% of.
9,000?
Well, I'm just
yeah.
saying,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Put that in, providing
Yeah,
that's not more than
5%?
5% of our
That's why I
grant
say if you
award.
do a percentage, then you're not gonna be, you don't
Right.
have that problem.
You're right.
You don't have to be
Right.
concerned,
You're right.
just do a percentage.
Right, yeah.
You're
Because you
right,
never
that's
know. We don't
exactly-
know till, what, January? When do we get that money?
No, we'll get the money.
When the state budget's
When the
approved.
budget's
Yeah.
approved. Last year it just dragged on,
Yeah.
but,
And we've been getting a lot more than, you
Yeah.
remember.
Which I
Yeah.
think 500, and
Yeah.
if 500 is.
all right, we haven't
is
settled
not enough,
on
we
this
won't get as
September
many.
meeting.
We have, I have DCC on the 15th of September at 10.
Mary,
Yeah.
Everybody else?
I
on the-
can't.
on
What's
the
the,
eighth.
what's the, it's a
Oh.
percentage or
But
dollar
I mean, I
amount
don't
that's
have to
gonna
be
be
here.
withheld
Yes.
from the grant? What's been decided on that?
That's what
As
I'm-
long as it's less than 5%.
Okay,
Do we
so
have to
you're,
specify the amount?
It was when?
The 15th of
If you-
December?
when
September?
you,
September?
okay, you need to decide exactly if you're going
Where did I
percentage,
put it
then just say
somewhere?
percent.
Percentage.
Okay, that's it. So
Yeah,
what's the
I
percent
put it in
you're gonna
August.
use?
Oh, so we can't say 400 is what you're saying, we
Well,
have to,
It's safer to use a percent.
yeah, I
than-
understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
Was it September we decided on the meeting?
Well, September
Like, is 2%
15th.
enough? Do you think? I mean, I'm thinking of money,
No.
we had a lot of money this year, but it was a lot of
No.
unencumbered, and, we had almost $10,000.
put it in
We might only get 7 next year.
Well, 2% of 10,000 is $200. No,
No.
that's not enough.
Not enough. 4?
And if you say
Okay.
the max is 5%, say 5%, because
'Cause
if you
that's the
don't
max.
use it,
All right.
and you do have a sizable carryover into
True, that's true.
23.
Right.
So
right.
it's there, so 2 years
Say
from now, if you wanna have a
5%. All right.
major
Right.
I make a motion,
publicizing-
we hold 5%. Can I do that now?
Sure, you
5%?
just
for
did.
the,
So does
of
somebody
the
wanna vote on
funds.
that?
She made a
Oh,
motion.
made a motion, okay.
Second?
Second.
I second.
Marilyn, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next meeting is September 15th.
Yeah, everybody get their thoughts together on publicity and
Everybody-
new members.
You get it.
And I'll
When's
do
the
my
date?
best, but I.
September 15th.
So
Oh,
can
my
I have
friends-
Peggy?
No,
Patty, you're the only
no,
one
no,
that can't make
hold
the
on.
15th.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna-
try.
You're gonna be out west again?
Sure.
Okay. I am, but not until, I don't know if I
You
can
want
make it
Peggy to
November.
do it,
I'm
but
either
you're not
going
gonna
for
say wait
birthday
till
in
you guys are
October or
gone.
2 weeks in November. I haven't
Oh,
decided
no,
this
we
yet.
want it right away.
Okay.
November you're good though, right?
Right away.
November
So
3rd.
send
That-
that.
I'm
That's
not
a big
sure.
one, that's
I
a
know
big
it
one,
is.
yeah, that's the big one.
I don't know.
This is something from Michelle Jervis.
I got that already, you gave it to us.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Do
going to
do
leave.
you
what-
guys have this from
I've
Michelle?
got it.
Michelle,
got it.
Michelle? It has nothing to do with Dudley Cultural Council, but I said I would present it at the meeting
Thank you, Jenny.
because, thank you, good luck.
Bye, Louise.
Bye-bye.
I'll read that when I get home.
Yeah, you can look at this, and if you have any questions,
All right, and
Or
we're
if
talking,
it-
excuse me, 10 a.m., right?
Yeah.
again?
if there are any questions or anyone's interested, get in touch with Michelle Jervis here in the Selectmen's office.
Okay. May I ask a question? Sorry, it's not on my, right now, but, have you completed the brochure, not brochure, the priority discussion that you started? Did you complete what you,
We have, well, I
Are you
guess
gonna-
we completed it, and if nobody has anything to add, I'm gonna say before August 10th. That's what we're going with, because
If
I
it
have
ain't
to
broke, don't
update.
fix it, it
I have
seems
to
to be
update
fine.
those.
Yeah.
right, and so if anybody has any changes, then that would require a meeting of approval.
Okay,
Actually, it's,
well, that's.
none of this is different, and I like the guideline idea too, because I'll add that to the brochure, a
Okay.
new brochure.
Then,
Uh,
okay, then let's have a motion to accept the priorities that were offered in FY 2022
So, okay.
to become the 2023 priorities and the guideline.
One more thing that comes up every year, what about that financial thing that the treasurer sends in every year to the state? Doesn't that happen in September?
No.
No, no.
When does it happen now?
January?
There, it's a two to three phase steps in order.
Okay, does it
pieces.
start in September?
It starts in, I don't know,
Okay.
I didn't
But is
do
she
it
gonna
last
do that?
year.
We don't have to worry about it.
You
No,
don't
you
have.
don't worry about
Okay.
it.
That's the piece that we had to worry about, the holding the 5%.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Just before we
I-
vote,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I put a motion on the floor.
Just, didn't we talk about something about priorities? Something came up, you and I. We said it might not be a bad idea to include that in our.
Well, if we
something like
did,
that. Yeah,
it's
it's
To
wrong.
include
come and
what?
gone.
Yeah, if you don't write it down, I don't.
I have this brochure.
I don't know,
I'll
I
keep it
thought
for now.
something.
You're keeping it?
Something
Well,
came up.
unless you want it back.
No, you can have
I
it.
just think it's really pretty.
It's beautiful.
All right, we still need a motion. Somebody else make a motion.
I accept the motion. Go ahead,
For
Marilyn.
the
Say-
adjournment of the meeting.
No, no.
No,
for
we're
the
voting on
priorities.
Oh, that we accept the priorities as written.
Okay.
I
for
second.
2022.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
And a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so we'll see
Thank you,
everybody on the
ladies.
15th of September.
We're done, Ted. Thank you.